Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson on logical functions in Excel. This slide is showing my contact details for anyone who would like to reach out. In this lesson, we will explore logical functions in Excel, which are essential tools used to evaluate specific conditions and return results based on whether those conditions are met. Logical functions help Excel users test data, compare values, and make decisions directly within formulas. They work by checking if a statement is true or false and then executing a corresponding action or returning a specific result. This makes them especially useful in scenarios like grading systems, tracking performance, or managing workflows, where outcomes depend on varying inputs. Logical functions are a powerful part of Excel that bring flexibility and intelligence to spreadsheets. The if function. The if function checks a condition and returns one value if it is true and another if it is false. The syntax for this function is equals if followed by logical test, value if true, and value if false. For example, to check if A1 is greater than 50, you can write equals if A1 greater than 50, pass, fail, then click enter. This function is useful in many areas like grading systems, performance evaluations, and more. You can also nest if statements to handle multiple conditions in your formulas. For data analysts, the if function allows for quick decision-making based on real-time data. It helps automate evaluations and classifications, making reports more insightful and actionable. By using if statements, analysts can streamline complex data analysis and enhance the clarity of their findings effectively. The nested if statements. Nested if statements allow you to test multiple conditions within a single formula, which can be very helpful. For example, for grading, you might write equals if A1 greater than or equal to 90, A, if A1 greater than or equal to 80, B, if A1 greater than or equal to 70, C, F. This structure can become complex, so ensure clarity by using proper indentation when writing your formulas. Nested if statements enable analysts to evaluate multiple scenarios within one formula. This flexibility allows for more detailed analysis and helps in creating comprehensive reports. By using nested ifs, analysts can efficiently handle complex conditions and derive meaningful insights from the data. The and function. The function checks whether all specified conditions are true, which can be quite useful in your calculations. The syntax for the and function is equals and followed by logical 1, and then any additional logical conditions. For example, to check if A1 is greater than 50 and less than 100, write equals and A1 greater than 50, A1 less than 100. This function returns true only if all conditions are met at the same time. It is often used together with the if function, such as equals if and A1 greater than 50, A1 less than 100, valid, invalid. The and function helps analysts ensure that multiple criteria are met before making decisions. This is especially useful in quality control and risk assessments. By combining and with other functions, analysts can create robust data models that provide more reliable outcomes. The or function. The or function checks whether any of the specified conditions are true, which is useful in many situations. The syntax for the or function is equals or followed by logical 1, and then any additional logical conditions. For example, to check if A1 is less than 50 or greater than 100, you can write equals or A1 less than 50, A1 greater than 100. This function returns true if at least one of the conditions is met, making it quite flexible. It is useful for scenarios where multiple acceptable conditions exist in your data. The or function allows analysts to account for various acceptable conditions in their evaluations. This flexibility is vital for risk assessment and scenario analysis. By using OR, data analysts can make informed decisions based on a broader range of possibilities, enhancing their overall analysis. The NOT function. The NOT function reverses the value of its argument, which can simplify your logical tests greatly. The syntax for the NOT function is equals not followed by your logical condition. For example, to check if A1 is not equal to 100, you would write equals not A1 equals 100. This function returns true if the condition is false, and vice versa, which can be very helpful. It is often used to simplify complex logical tests in your formulas. The NOT function aids analysts in creating clearer logical tests by simplifying complex conditions. It helps in avoiding redundancy in formulas, making them easier to understand. By using NOT, analysts can enhance the data validation processes, ensuring data integrity and more accurate results. Practical applications. Logical functions are essential for decision-making, as they let you automate processes in your spreadsheets, you can use if statements to create automated decision-making tools that help manage your data more effectively. Combining and, or, and not functions can also help you validate data entries, ensuring accuracy in your work. You can create dynamic reports that change based on criteria using logical functions, which enhances your analysis. Practice exercise. For this task, create a simple spreadsheet with the following data to practice your skills. In cell A1, enter a score, such as 85, to use in your exercises. First, use an if function to determine if the score is a pass or fail by writing equals if A1 greater than or equal to 60, pass, fail. Next, use and to check if the score is a high pass by writing equals if and A1 greater than or equal to 80, A1 less than or equal to 100, high pass, not high pass. Finally, use or to check if the score is either below 50 or above 90 by writing equals or A1 less than 50, A1 greater than 90. Common mistakes. Be careful with incorrect syntax in your formulas, as this can lead to errors in your results. Ensure all parentheses are correctly placed and balanced to avoid any issues in your calculations. Check for logic errors in your conditions, as misunderstanding and/or can lead to unexpected outcomes. Be aware of Excel's limitations on nested functions, as you can use up to 64 nested if statements. Conclusion. To recap, mastering logical functions like if, and, or, and not is crucial for effective data analysis. These skills are very important for decision-making in Excel, so practice using these functions in various scenarios. Doing so will enhance your skills and confidence, helping you become more efficient in using Excel.